These are the most precise mirrors ever built by humanity. An error smaller than a single atom can destroy chips worth billions of dollars. To put that precision into perspective, if one of these mirrors were scaled up to the size of a football field, its surface errors would be smaller than a single bacterium. And without these mirrors, ASML could not build EUV machines. And advanced smartphones, computers, and artificial intelligence would simply not exist. In this video, we'll look at how Zeiss builds the optical heart of EUV lithography. By the early 2000s, ASML was losing ground to Nikon and Canon and faced a real risk of collapse. The turning point came when Zeiss delivered the Starlith 1921 optical system, which powered ASML's most advanced DUV scanners and allowed it to overtake its Japanese rivals. But DUV had a hard physical limit. Using 193 nanometer light, it could no longer scale chip nodes below 10 nanometers. To keep Moore's law alive, the semiconductor industry needed a radical technological leap. That leap was extreme ultraviolet lithography, or EUV. Each system costs over $150 million, and ASML is the only company in the world capable of building them. EUV works by generating 13.5 nanometer light and guiding it through a series of ultra-precise, highly reflective mirrors. The light reflects off a photomask containing the chip design and is then projected onto a silicon wafer, where the pattern is printed. But ASML cannot build such an extraordinarily complex machine alone. It relies on a network of specialized partners. In this video, we focus on the most critical one, the EUV optical system, developed in close partnership with Zeiss. For decades, DUV lithography and its predecessors used lenses to project transistor patterns onto the wafer. This approach stopped working at the EUV wavelength of 13.5 nanometers. At this scale, EUV light is absorbed by almost any material, even air, making lens-based systems impossible. To overcome this limit, ASML turned to Zeiss, its longtime partner in lithography optics. The solution was multilayer mirrors, also known as Bragg reflectors. These mirrors are built from dozens of alternating material layers, with thickness controlled at the atomic scale. Even sub-nanometer variations in a single layer can drastically reduce reflectivity, making the mirror unusable. The breakthrough came with mirrors made of molybdenum and silicon, with each pair having a thickness or period of about 6.75 to 7 nanometers. By stacking approximately 40 to 50 of these pairs, these reflections add up through constructive interference, resulting in about 70% reflectivity in a single mirror, enough to make EUV viable. An EUV system uses more than 10 of these mirrors, aligned with extreme precision, to transfer the mask pattern onto the wafer while preserving image fidelity. The EUV optical system has 4 critical modules: the collector, the illuminator, the mask, and the projector, and everything begins with the collector. When EUV light is generated, it needs to be collected. The collector captures as much light as possible and transfers it to the next module through an intermediate focus. The mirror is ellipsoidal, with a central hole for the laser. A major challenge for Zeiss engineers was keeping the mirror clean. During EUV generation, the collector is exposed to thousands of tin droplets. Just 1 nanometer of tin is enough to permanently damage the mirror. For economic operation, the mirror must stay clean for about 3,000 hours or 1 year, and replacing a collector mirror can cost several $1 million. Zeiss addressed the tin contamination problem by filling the chamber with low-pressure hydrogen. The hydrogen slows tin particles and reacts with them to form tin hydride, which can be continuously removed, cleaning the collector without stopping the machine. This cleaning does not completely stop the collector's deterioration, but it delays it significantly, allowing the collected light to proceed to the next critical challenge, the illuminator. The illuminator is one of the most critical modules of EUV lithography. Its role is not just to illuminate the mask, but to encode the chip's information into the light. The illuminator has 2 main sets of mirrors: the field facet mirror, which redistributes light across space, and the pupil facet mirror, which controls angular distribution. Together, they generate complex illumination patterns. annular, dipole, and quasar, tailored to the geometries of each chip layer. Annular is ideal for vias, dipole favors directional lines, and quasar allows precise control for critical patterns. Adjusting the illumination in this way increases resolution and contrast without changing the wavelength. At 13 nanometers, resolution depends as much on illumination as on the projection optics. Next, the EUV light strikes the mask, or reticle, containing the chip pattern. Unlike DUV masks, EUV masks work entirely by reflection, since EUV light is absorbed by glass, air, and almost all materials. The mask pattern is 4 times larger than the final wafer pattern and has 2 main parts, a highly reflective multi-layer substrate and an absorber layer, typically tantalum nitride or tantalum boron nitride. Light reflecting off the mask is blocked by the absorber regions, creating an EUV shadow that reproduces the pattern on the wafer. EUV mask makers like Hoya, Shin-Etsu, and AGC, together with Zeiss and ASML, face 2 main challenges: keeping the mask surface ultra-clean and reflective and detecting and repairing defects quickly. Advanced inspection and automatic correction systems operate autonomously in vacuum, ensuring production isn't compromised. Once the pattern is reflected, the light moves to the system's most complex component, the optical projector. The projector is a multi-mirror system that reduces the mask image fourfold and projects it with extreme precision onto the wafer. Beyond forming the image, it preserves the EUV light's wavefront, since any aberration directly causes defects in the chip pattern, affecting contrast and resolution. In early prototypes like the 2010 ASML Alpha demo, Zeiss mirrors had small but significant defects measured by surface RMS, which quantifies deviations from an ideal profile. Excessive RMS roughness creates lens flare, producing unwanted stray light in the image. In the Alpha demo, RMS roughness was 250 picometers, causing 25% flare, far too high for advanced chip production. Zeiss reduced this to below 50 picometers, cutting flare to under 5%. To give a sense of scale, Zeiss explains it like this: if these mirrors were enlarged to the size of Germany, the tallest bump would still be less than 1 millimeter high. With this improvement, the projector operated at a numerical aperture of 0.33, reaching EUV's physical resolution limits and reproducing nanometric patterns with extreme fidelity, even after light passed through more than 10 mirrors. Even with the precision of multi-layer mirrors, EUV lithography faces physical limits. For chips smaller than 7 nanometers, a single exposure is insufficient. Light scatters, masks become more challenging, and production slows. To overcome this, ASML and Zeiss are developing the next generation high-end EUV lithography, which increases the numerical aperture from 0.33 to 0.55, improves resolution, optimizes wavefront uniformity, and enables even smaller, more complex patterns. In the next video, I will show how this technology advances chip production, boosting resolution and productivity, and keeping Moore's Law alive for the foreseeable future. Thanks for watching, comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.